It is November 5th, 2020, and this is Renee Roth doing your reading regarding you, Lizel and Andy Villiers and Jim Olsen. I'm going to start with with the notes I have, and I may go back and forth with the cards. So, because it all does correspond together. Okay, so when I first started meditating, I got a red heart and a sunshine, and so I asked Spirit, just I say your name and his name, and the first thing that came in was the red heart and sunshine, and then I saw a bird, like a hawk, seagull, I don't really know. I know I wrote down seagull, but now that I'm picturing what I saw, it kind of felt like a hawk, but also it was a bird. It was a big bird, and actually it was in darker color, so that's why I don't think it's a seagull. But anyway, so I was watching the bird from the top, okay? And this bird actually turned into, as I was meditating on it, and then on the right side of the bird was like storm clouds or just darker clouds, and on the left side of the bird, which you turned into, there was like sunshine and clear skies. So in this scenario, my mind, this bird, which turns into you, turns toward the clear skies, and then I see this man sitting on a chair, and you fly down to him and embrace, and then he gets up and embraces you. Okay, so your body, that in my mind's eye, was only half there, so you weren't fully present initially. So like your legs were not, I wasn't able to see your legs. So Spirit made me feel like uncertainty, and actually you did get a card, Stand Your Ground. So that may relate to, as a message for you regarding this situation. As I said, your legs and feet don't fully materialize. And then all of a sudden he looms over you and looms over you, and you shrink down to the ground, okay? And that was that. The next thing I see is both of you are standing there, and there's a white light coming in diagonally coming in between you. And it felt like a divine reset, okay? Let me move these out of the way so they don't distract, but it felt like a divine reset. Then a cross comes in with an illumined center. So it's this center here that was like lit up. And both of you, it was between both of you, like right where the divine white light was just there. And then all of a sudden this cross appears with that middle lit up center. So that, I'm telling you what I'm getting, okay? So then I see what he looks like, and he is tall and thin, and he does kind of remind me of the fisherman a little bit. But his face isn't so clear like the fisherman's is. So anyways, then you're standing there, and you both embrace, and now your legs are holding you up, and you're standing on firm ground. So your energy clearly shows in my mind's eye that you're bringing a larger energy to this situation. Your light is a golden bright light. I mean, the energy is such a loving, beautiful energy that you're bringing to the situations, okay? And it surrounds your whole aura, and anybody standing near you feels it. When I meditated on Jim, so his energy, my dear, is not as bright as yours. It's actually a bit darker on the outside. He does have his inner white light in his heart center. He does have it, and it's there, and it's growing. But there, and then I did pull some cards for him that made me that kind of goes along with this. His darker kind of feeling, like, so basically that maybe a past love or something. I wrote, well, you know what, I'm jumping ahead, so let me stop right here. I'm just keep going as I see it. So then I asked Spirit, I'm like, okay, I know you want to know if you're meant to be together, at least I feel that way. And so I'm like, Spirit, are they meant to be together? And so I asked, and Spirit says, and it gave me an affirmative. Spirit gave me an affirmative. It says that you are meant to be together. So I really should start all my messages off, or my readings off, with a disclaimer that I don't diagnose. I'm not telling you what to do or anything like that. I'm just telling you what I'm getting from Spirit. Okay. So when I meditated on Jim Olsen, he was as a hawk, okay, but his wings were closed and his back was toward me. He didn't want to look in my direction. His back, so he felt closed off a bit. Your energy is hugely glowing, as I described earlier, and it still was when I touched in with your energy again. So first I'm just going to go along with your cards, and then I'll talk about his cards and what I got. You got the Positive Movement Forward card, which is this right here. If you recall, this is what you got yesterday. All right. So after pulling that card and meditating on it, it felt that the words I got: leaving, moving forward, unknown what to expect, but having the calm courage to move forward, like your desire is to move forward, that you are listening to your intuition, that the future is bright. Even if you don't see it now, you feel it. And then you got the Intuition card. This is a major arcana card. This doesn't change from day to day. I mentioned I feel that you really are intuitive. You really should look into practicing that, because the more you practice, the better you'll get, and you'll start to understand it. So when I was meditating on the Intuition card, Spirit told me you can create your future, okay? And you know this. You are, and you see and feel good about this, but are afraid to fully advance because of your uncertainty of what your future holds for you. And then Spirit had me write new chapter. Okay. You have the key to your knowledge of what you should do. Okay? All right, let me just move on. Then you got this card yesterday too, I believe. Financial and material changes. So I felt this was a good change. for your future. Reaching up, and then so Spirit made me feel like you're reaching a plateau. But you will have choices. Some you will like. Some of these choices you'll like. But you're not gonna. And some you won't like. You're just not gonna like it. And this is regarding your financial and material changes. You will find your direction that will financially benefit you. Okay? You know what you need to do financially. You figure out what you want to do. And I see, you know, you making, I think with the healing, I think you should let that be known. I don't know how often you do. I think you said you're a Reiki master. I think you should continue to do that along with other things. It's a good balance for you. Then you got the transformation card, which is a major arcana card. Again, so this transformation that's happening is not it's not a minor card. So this is a card that it was meant to be. This is destiny, or not destiny maybe, but this is karma. Yes, this is like this transformation, there's no way around it. Your life will transform. When I got that card, actually, the first thing I felt was fear, afraid to let go. Looking in a new direction and feeling it will be healing. Okay? Let's see. So I'm showing you these cards to see how you should look to see what resonates with you and what pops out to you also. I feel that your intuition regarding this transformation is very, very important. You know, there's a lot of things that we need to let go to have new things come forward, okay? To make room for new things. Energetically, we have to let go. You see how she's holding on? Okay, so I'm not done with all this. I'm just want to move on. We will revisit this in a minute. Okay, so then I picked this card, Suffering in Silence. Okay. When I meditated on that card, right away was like, no longer, not suffering in silence. Birthing a new future came in, and Spirit is pushing you. Spirit is pushing this. This is how I got the card. Okay, so it was reversed. This deck really doesn't have reversed cards. It's just energetically different when I get it like this. Your grandmother stepped in when I was meditating on that card, when I was writing Spirit is pushing you. Your grandma steps in and she's grandma nudges, all right? So you're gonna, if you listen to your intuition, Spirit is helping you. Your grandmother energy and your motherly energy, which is really like the matriarch feeling of this motherly direction, like a matriarch direction that this energy is directing you. Now, it could be your spirit guide. I don't know, but it's a teacher guide for sure, because if it is a guide, because she's got this, you know, situation she's setting up for you that you're gonna need, that you need to learn from. Like she's directing in your life, so or presenting with certain things in your life that is for your benefit. There's spiritual help that you're getting and direction. So then I got these two cards for you. Okay, So this may be about, emotional loss. That's how I got it. And standing your ground. That's how I got it. Okay? Don't let yourself fall into an abyss. Okay? With it, and actually I feel like you won't, but the possibility is there. Like, stand your ground. So Spirit's making me feel that, holding on to some past love relationship feelings, and the energy may not be as strong for you now. That may contribute to your apprehension that I was feeling about moving forward for you. You wanting to move forward, or that afraid of what might happen, but don't be afraid to stand your ground on things that you need to ask for your own benefit. Okay? What I'm trying to say, what I think Spirit really wants me to say to you is to don't forsake yourself, for goodness sakes. You know what I mean? You are a giver, giving a lot. And, you need to stand up for yourself against this huge, huge thing in your life. Okay? You have the power of your own intuition to know you'll be okay. And speak your truth. Speak your truth. And, sometimes, we've healed enough and it's time to move on. And sometimes when we hold on to past feelings about, when we hold on to past not positive feelings, it could hold us back and prevent us from standing our ground, okay? I meditated on Jim. And so just to let you know, he got conflict and defeat. Like that. And then he got moving on. Actually, he got this one first. Moving on, but he got it like this. So when I meditated on these cards, it felt like he was waiting and being patient, leaving some sadness behind him, unsure about the future, just like you are. But he feels excited. Okay, that's the excitement came in. He may be holding on to some things in the past. That something may be looming emotionally for him. Something that may have happened in his past. I wrote devastating. I feel that may be too strong, but something definitely impacted him on an emotional level that changed him. Really hard on him. He still has hope, though. He does. He does. And it feels like his emotional baggage is lessened. To use, for lack of better words, I'm calling it emotional baggage. It may be a past love. It does feel that he's ready to start a new relationship. He got the firm foundation card, and then he also got the memories of love reversed. So if it was a past relationship, it's not such a strong emotional attachment for him, I feel. He's got a firm foundation. This is financial. He may have to ask for advice about some things regarding the financial part, that he might want to seek advice about something financially. And then the final card I got, when I said just how would I sum up all of this, I was asking Spirit to sum all this up for me, and it was wisdom. And this is, again, the black borders are the major arcana, and you got 3 of them: wisdom, intuition, and transformation. So this is for you, this card. Use your wisdom. I would use this knowledge to talk. I'm not sure if you're aware of whatever might be talking about with it. And I wish I could talk to you live because, it would help. But is he ready? I think I would wonder that. Is he ready to move on? So I'm gonna read you some from in here, because it always adds to the understanding of these cards. If you were here, I'd say, well, which would you want me to look at first? I'm gonna actually go in this order, and then there, and then here, okay? So the positive movement, bear with me, and I'll tack on some time. If we go over a little, it's not a big deal. Lord have mercy. Okay, with this, maybe I should, if you want me to, I can take pictures. You can tell me which ones you want me to take pictures of, and I will. You're a true artisan, for you have craft skill and knowledge, gifts and talents to assist you even more to advance in a positive direction. The number 8 always denotes prosperity and abundance. In this case, your efforts have gotten you there to this point. It comes forward, this card comes forth to honor and recognize you for your efforts. When you follow and build on your passion, your soul can truly express itself, and then assist you to move closer toward your highest good. An opportunity could suddenly come up with an offer for an apprenticeship. Notice if there are areas of passion that are trying to manifest in your world when they arise. You have ample moments to share them with others. All right, your intuition card. So I'm just going to leave that with you with what I said about the card. Your intuition, okay, intuition is a language of the soul. When this card shows up in a reading, it's a clear message that it's time for you to use your intuition. Just give it a chance, and you'll quickly notice how it might be trying to get your attention. With so much information in this world vying for your every thought, it's easy to ignore or fail to acknowledge your insights. Synchronicities and so-called coincidences are powerful signs that intuition is knocking on your door. If a phrase gets repeated, or if you see the numbers, a certain number over and over, somebody calls that you've been thinking of, pay attention to these signals for you to pause, be open, and pay attention. It's a perfect time to seek the answers from within, turn inward. That you'll find valuable insights waiting to assist you. Okay, sounds like something I mentioned. Okay, financial and material change. Okay. Number 5 is a physical card, represents changes, challenges, and losses, usually related to material or financial concerns. You may be losing some of the things around you, but you must acknowledge and know that besides existing as a physical being, you're incredibly resourceful and spiritual entity. Use your powerful forces within to help you through that difficult period. Everything changes for a reason, and this time isn't meant to be a punishment. Know that your current situation will transform for the better. A positive question to ask yourself now is, what did I learn from this, and how can I avoid it in the future? Okay. And then the transformation card. A time of ending is close at hand. Don't resist the abrupt changes that suddenly are happening in your life. These could be taking place for in your personal life, relationships, business, or career. You have the strength, as transformation card asks you, to have courage and to know that renewal follows every conclusion. This card comes forth to remind you that the death of an old way of thinking and believing must occur before you can move forward on your new path. Transformation is all about the ebb and flow of the life cycles. Nothing in this life remains motionless. Everything is on its way to somewhere. Accept the changes, and opportunity will come to expand you in more ways than you could ever imagine. Don't live in the past. It's time to move on. In order to take your next positive step, you should look closely at your own life and ask yourself, are there loose ends that need to be tied up? Are there people in my life with whom I need to express myself to? What needs to be completed so I can have a fresh start? So this is your reading about what you had me meditate on. The relationship between you and Jim Olson. Okay? It really does look like you're going to be transforming into this relationship. Please talk to him, okay? So what Spirit is telling me right now, if there's something that you are concerned about, any and all of your concerns, please talk to him about, okay? Express yourself. Express yourself. Express your feelings, positive or negative. Let's see if he accepts them, okay? Because it's important. You want to know right off the bat. Follow your wisdom with this, okay? Because right now, he does see a ray of hope, I feel. But I feel like, some people can just focus on not the positive. But I think he's looking forward. Actually, this was the first card that I pulled for him. So I really do feel that he's looking forward to it. He's ready to move on. But it's this something that happened that maybe we'll have him, and what came to me, defense or walls, okay? So, you know, and anybody in a relationship, that could happen. Financially, he seems like he's got a pretty good firm foundation, although, you know, he may need to look at some things that he's not regarding that portion. I don't know if it could be your both financial situation, how that would work. I don't know. But there's something that's not being looked at materially. Okay? You can take care of yourself. We know this. So I think that might be one of the things to talk about. So we've hit the 30-minute mark. And I want you to ask me any questions that you may have from this reading. And what I'll do is I will send you a photo of what's in this book that I read quickly. Definitely I'll do all of yours and then I'll do all of his. I'll just send you pictures of all the cards if that's what you want me to do. So after you listen to this, let me know if you want me to do that. I have a feeling it can't hurt, right? I'll separate it out. Okay? I hope this reading resonated with you. I hope I helped clear some things up for you. Let me just see. One more card. Oh, I shouldn't do this because we're already at 30 minutes. But it's okay. I wonder if I say your name right. I always do. I always look to read how to do your name. Lizelle. Okay, one more card for Lizelle. What does Lizelle need to know? Thank you, thank you, thank you. What does Lizelle need to know? Look, I just got goosebumps. Okay, Lizelle, that's your final message. And look, it's upright too. Aw, I'm getting so many goosebumps right now. Oh, here, let me pull this card because you're probably going to want to what the book says about that too, right? Okay, do you need me to interpret this for you? I don't think so. Namaste, sister. Thank you very much, and I hope that this was of benefit to you, to help you move forward with confidence. And knowledge. Know that Spirit has your back. And feel free to ask me any questions. I'm here for you, okay? Thank you so much for having me do your reading. I'm very humbled by your faith in me. Thank you. Namaste. Many blessings. And I look forward to your questions if you have any. Thank you, sister. Bye-bye.